y'all stop hating, man, on Travis Hunter, because if that's what he like, that's what he like. Who are y'all? Who are y'all to tell the man who to like? Or who y'all to tell the man who to marry? He like that ugly woman? God bless him.
I don't think they're telling him not to do it. It's
Yes,
just
they did.
she showed some signs that you might need to be careful, young man.
Yes,
But he just did he's young and he did not do a prenup.
He won the Heisman.
That's all I'm saying.
He won the Heisman. He got a $46 million contract pending, which the only part I got a problem with, he bought a G-Wagon at the wedding, and he must not know what pending mean, but he probably homeschooled. Mm-hmm. But anyway.
We his internet aunties and uncles.
Internet aunties and uncles.
Yes, we don't know him that like that, but we're his internet aunties and uncles, and we should be looking out for our young black men. Period.
I like that statement. But look at Travis Hunter. He's not the best looking dude in the world. So this woman he think he got something that, hey, I'm happy here. And when a guy's happy, he play better. So, you know what I mean? He's happy with the woman, even though she may be a gold digger, but he's like, I can't get nothing better than this right now. Let me tell you something.
All women are gold. I mean,
all women are not gold diggers.
I'm saying except.
I'm not a gold digger. I just don't do broke.
You let me finish. Except for the ones who ain't.
Yeah. That's me.
Why should a woman?
I'm not a gold digger. I just don't do broke figures.
Right.
Why should a woman want a? Why should they want a broke man? Why should a woman want a broke man?
Well, maybe he's struggling like the woman is.
But I'm saying that's not the question.
Together.
Why would
that's like women you tell me I can do bad all by myself, and I used to say not as bad as you can do with me. But I'm saying, why would a man want a broke woman?
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not against that either. I'm just saying.
So you're saying broke people should stay with broke people?
No, I'm saying that any woman that is trying to have a family or that's trying to be in a relationship. Why are black women groomed to say, called gold diggers and groomed to take a bum?
She's not black. Why? We talking about Travis Hunter.
I know, but you said all women are gold diggers, so then we started talking about all women. So
well, I was just saying it was kind of a joke.
I'm not gonna say all women is gold diggers.
She is a gold digger. I do think she's.
But I will say
think she's a gold digger
because she told him she was not giving him any play. Told him that he was not her type. But then when he started, they have the receipts.
Right. So her type was like you saying your type is rich. At the time, he was not rich. So he was not her type.
No, they were in high school.
Type, but he's your type now.
I'm going to say $46 million is going to make anybody look a little bit better.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself. Yeah. It ain't $46 million gonna step you up out your regular face to a new face.
Weightball, you look like you weigh about 175.
If I had $46 million, it wouldn't matter what I look like. I could walk around with my shirt off like Big X the Plug or something, and it's not even gonna matter because I got $146 million, and I have some. If I wanted to, I could have some Model S woman if I value that as much as they value that fake.
But hold on. But they've been together since high school now. Just because when she first met him, she said he wasn't my type. But, maybe it wasn't the looks about it. Maybe it was something else she liked about him. And who's to say that him and her can't stay together as long as LeBron James and his wife been together?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if he
and
feel
maybe she has changed over the years. Yeah. Maybe now she like big lips and big wide ass nose and black nappy head niggas, and she didn't like it back in the day.
From my understanding, she didn't get with him till after.
I just think that he should have gotten a prenup. That's just my only thing. I think he should have gotten a prenup.
Well, okay, but maybe he feel like this woman is what I need to be the best me. And if she won't, if I got it, and maybe her family needs it or whatever, he's just a good-hearted person or whatever. But we can't say, I understand the auntie and uncle thing trying to look out for the man, but who's to say they can't go on and have a productive life like LeBron and his wife?
Let's reverse the thing that y'all talked about with Cassie a couple weeks ago. Sometimes when they got your mind like that, like Travis Hunter is not known for got to be out and being at the club. So when he went after her, that's what he wanted.
On, man.
And when he finally achieved,
Travis Hunter can run, but he's no Einstein.
That's what I'm just saying. Like that's all he's probably ever been with.
He ain't got nobody's mind. He ain't.
No, I'm saying she got his mind.
Oh, well, that's possible.
Yeah, I'm saying she's got his mind. So if that's your first, could be his first and only. Man, he ain't trying to sample nothing else because to him, that's like the best thing. There ain't nothing else better out than what I've had who gave me a chance.
We don't know what that hot pocket feel like, so yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You know, that one hot pocket is all he needed. He don't know there's other ones out there like hamburger other than pepperoni.
Right.
He is good with that
He
pepperoni
like that
hot pocket
pastrami. He like that pastrami.
Yeah,
The chicken broccoli, I think, is what I was. Chicken
that's where he
Alfredo
at.
is what that one is.
Because he doesn't strike me as a guy who's been promiscuous at all.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
said he
he's
took
a
his
good
girl
kid.
to the club and waited in the car.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro, that's different.
Yeah, everything I've seen, he's
That's
a good
stupid.
kid, and he just
I
play
agree
video
with
games.
you.
And,
Yeah.
and shit. Everything
He
I've
fish.
seen is like he's a good
He
kid.
like to fish
right?
and play
Well,
video
what
games.
Fish, he's playing
what
video
have you heard
games.
about her?
Oh, she
Like
get
I
off that
said,
now.
I heard that they got video of her with different men, and that
Oh,
she
yeah.
was in the inbox. He was in her inbox for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it was after my understanding. It was after high school.
Yeah.
So to me,
You think girls should settle down in high school?
say what?
You think the girl should have settled down in high school
No,
and been
I'm not
a one
saying.
man,
No,
one boy?
I'm not saying that at all.
woman?
I'm saying that he was in her inbox for 2 years.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When I was in high school, if I talk to somebody that's in high school, I
I'm,
know they don't have money.
I'm 67. Now you talking about inbox, like in that box or?
Oh,
No.
He was sending her messages
You know what the hell I'm
He was
talking
sending her messages online. So
Yes.
this is where it looked bad.
yes,
This is where
and
this,
she dissed him until he got big.
well, no, he was already kind of big coming out, but
You talking about he's in
Where
that
it
box?
got-
He's tearing that box up.
where
I'm like, Jose.
where it got awkward at was when they tried to call out for acting a certain way at the game. And then he went online saying, don't worry about my girl, get your own girl. And me and my girl have been together for so many years. Yeah. And when he said that, then another dude was like, whoa.
They brought the receipt.
Dude was like, hold up, you been with her that long? This is when she was cleaning my apartment. So then,
With at the same time.
yeah,
Yes.
so she had to shut her Instagram down because dude had in her boxer shorts, cleaning his apartment. It was bad. So they had to shut the Instagrams down,
Yeah.
which, it worked out for Travis.
You get with somebody, man, at any point in your life, grown life, and you think the person has had no history.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about overlapping history.
Yeah.
We
but
talking
I'm
about a
saying,
hoe,
if there
DC.
was no if there was no commitment at the time,
But he
what's
thought
the
it
deal?
was. He said we've been
Yeah,
together
yeah, Travis
this
thought
many
it was.
years.
He's not a genius,
Right.
Hey, man, I'm not insulting, but he could have been homeschooled.
Right.
And
But no, seriously, though,
he p-whipped. He p-whipped.
certain
You see,
athletes
all
do
homeschool
miss
kids
a
are
gear.
not.
Or not what? All homeschool kids are not
All
what?
homeschool kids are not unintelligent.
No, I'm not saying that.
In
Are they
fact,
not all smart either?
He just saying they're naive
Same way
in life
public
skills.
school kids and private school kids as well.
I would take my chance with public school then before I let what's her name, Kanye's children be
Oh,
homeschooled by
Northwest,
Kim
yeah.
Kardashian.
Yeah,
Well, I
exactly.
mean, you shouldn't. I
You
don't
know she got
know
tutors.
what criteria they're using.
Let me tell you something. I would not
to
even want the
homeschool their
burden of teaching a child of mine as opposed to sending them to school. I wouldn't want that burden.
And I don't have a problem with that either. I'm not against public education, nor am I against private education. And under certain circumstances, I'm not against
Education,
homeschool.
period.
No, homeschool, it just depends on the situation.
Yeah. It definitely depends on the situation.
You cannot, a child cannot become versed in social issues at home with just his family. It's impossible.
But
And
just because
I
you
do
homeschool
agree
don't
with
mean
there
you don't
are
have field
social
trips.
Challenges.
That's exactly.
I do not disagree with that. I agree with that. However, there are certain situations where children, and I'm going to use bullying. You have some kids that are bullied in school, and so it's better for them to be under a homeschool environment.
Okay, let me ask you
with
this.
the opportunity
Let
of
me
being
ask
able
you
to
this.
participate
What they gonna do
in
when they
school
get out in the
activities.
world and get bullied? Would you rather be streetwise or educated?
Well, I'm both, so
I'm asking you, would you rather be streetwise or
I
educated?
can't say because I'm both.
Okay, if you homeschooled, you will not be both.
You can be
Well,
homeschooled
strict
and still
though.
go play basketball with the
That's not
regular
true.
people in the
You got
neighborhood.
people that go to school,
You
they're
won't
not,
even
they're not
have the
street
social
smart.
skills
But you're mixing
to-
social
to
and
act
street together.
with other people, interact with other people in school. That's where you learn that.
But
man.
you're mixing street sense and social together, and that you can be socially, what's the word I'm looking for?
See, they're homeschool
capable,
shit.
All right.
but not street smart. That's two different things.
You need both of them.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think any kid that is considered smart or genius is going to be antisocial because they spend more time studying.
I'm not antisocial.
They're going to spend more time studying. Hold on. They're going to spend more time studying, and they're not really going to be able to communicate with kids their age because they're going to be so much smarter than them.
I'm not antisocial.
Because I had a cousin who was not, she wasn't homeschooled, but she was a magnet student. And she went to, special school for smart kids. And she had a hard time dealing with kids her age because she was so much smarter than them, So, and she spent a lot of time studying. She did music and dance and all that kind of stuff. So she could associate with, kids. But when it comes to have, like, friends,
yeah.
she didn't have too many of those because they wasn't on her
Y'all
level.
are negating the fact that teachers are professionals at bringing children along, moving them through this process, 4th grade, getting them ready 5th grade, 5th grade, getting them ready. Moving them is a process, man. Y'all are saying that the average parent has that capability.
I'm not saying that.
I don't think the average parent has that capability.
Very few.
But
I'm
I
not
think
saying
that
that.
there are a lot of parents that can do it.
Can
the majority do it? I don't think the majority
and half of the
can
ones
do it.
that can do it don't want to do it. Half of the ones
That's the
that
thing- that's the
can and
thing.
want to can't afford to do it. You got to go to work.
Yeah.
And why would you pay your taxes
Right.
for them to pay teachers and to have schools and shit, and then you gonna teach your own try to teach your own
But
damn
it
child
is
I
proven
don't
that
shit that you don't know. And who knows the new shit? I remember when I was in school, when I was in high school, wasn't no beepers. Wasn't no beepers, man.
Ain't no
Wasn't
beepers
no
now.
mobile phone.
What is going on?
I
What
know.
they
I'm
got to do
telling
with
you. I'm telling you. I follow
He
you.
went all the way back.
Wasn't no computer. When I was in college, they had a computer room about big as this room. And you went in there and you had a stack of paper. This motherfucking high, man. And you had a bunch of
Laser
cards.
printer, yeah.
They were like index cards.
Cards.
And to one program, you had to insert about 1,000 of them damn cards,
Yeah,
man.
for the memory, yeah.
But DC, I
I
don't think
remember
we're
that. I
negating
remember
the
that.
teachers. You're doing that. We're not negating the teachers. I think we are basically saying under certain circumstances, it may be conducive. We're not saying that
All right,
a
here's
parent
another
is
question
better
for you.
at teaching than
Here's another question
a
for you.
educated, skilled
What
teacher.
parent that's not a teacher could teach their child to be a teacher?
He said, what?
What parent
What?
that is not a teacher could teach their child to be a teacher?
Well, the child got to go to college.
Well, if you're going homeschool,
Cool.
I'm going to tell you why I think college is ass backwards. I went to college. But let me tell you why I think it's ass backwards. You take an exam to get into college, right? If you score high enough on the exam, they let you in college.
Yep.
If you don't score high enough, they don't let you in college.
Nope.
Which one of those people is most in
Needed
need
the
of
most.
more education? The person that passes the test
Right.
could probably teach himself.
Right.
The person that fails the test
And so you need
need
to
it.
let
is
in.
the one
They
that
the
needs
ones that
more
need it.
Exactly.
formal teaching, and you won't let him go.
Yeah.
They,
That's so
need
true.
it.
they
the ones
telling
that need
you
it.
you too stupid to be taught.
Right.
I think they definitely need teachers. I think that there's kind of an attack on the educational system right now. However, it's much needed. You need the socialization, what you were saying earlier. You need to be able to learn how to get along with other people, how to deal with bullies, how to compromise. They try to say that they're training people for jail. I don't think that is at all, because I think it is necessarily giving you structure. But why would we fight to go to school to learn if it wasn't beneficial? That's why I think it's an attack to make people think, oh, this is not a good idea, because they don't want us to learn. They don't want us to have knowledge, right?
You right about that.
And so I just think that it is very important, and you have to do what you need to do at home as well. Like,
You
even
got
if your
to
kids
know.
are at school.
You got to know what they know,
Yeah.
and then you got to know some more.
Yeah.
That's my thing, and you cannot know what they know if you're not in that environment.
But there
and
are
then
some.
when you come home, you still, as a parent, you got some shit you ought to tell your child that they ain't gonna get at school.
Facts.
Yeah, but unfortunately in this country, there are some school social environments that still will give you a slanted view of the world, like certain parts of Alabama, certain parts of the Midwest where they don't see no person of color, no person of any type of ethnic group but themselves. And then all of a sudden when they get out in the world and think that the world is just going to bow or jump when they say jump, it's a culture shock for them. No different than with us when we've always been in certain things and we're not gifted certain natural resources from education. Then we get out there, then we tend to excel. Once we get out in society, like say your school was not as funded as some other schools, and then you just been in that environment. But then when you get out there and be able to flourish because you got more access and things to do in certain educational systems, better. So I understand that we do need teachers and we definitely need it, but there are some school system in this country that will cripple you when dealing with the world.
Yeah.
There's some.
All right.
Well, I think homeschool kids, some of them have better grades than kids are taught in school.
Well, naturally, if you teaching your mama, how the hell she gonna get you an F?
Well, they do take tests.
If you do homeschool,
teaching you the shit.
if you do
They make her
homeschool,
look bad.
if you do homeschool properly, they have to go and take.
Don't they got to
tests.
report to the state?
Yeah,
no,
they have to
there's
take
some
tests.
type
they
of
have to
curriculum.
report to
They
the
have to
state.
take
Yeah.
And
tests.
y'all think that's realistic to think that is going to replace
Well, it's the
school?
same way with public school. The kids have to take tests to show that they are
I
getting
wish
the
my
information.
mama would give me a
Well,
test
DC, it
and
is.
talk about I flunked the test. I'd be like, well, change the damn answer.
DC,
What the
what-
hell you mean I flunked the
DC,
test?
what's the difference between homeschool? This may sound crazy. What's the difference between homeschooling and someone who goes to prison and learns to be a lawyer?
You not at home.
But I'm saying, I understand you're not at home. But what we're saying is,
That's like a
you got
boy.
to teach your child at home, just like
That's like a boy.
The age is different because if you're an adult, you have a more
You don't know
critical
difference
thinking
between home and
ability
prison.
to kind of
like a
attack
boarding
and solve
school, man.
problems.
boarding school.
Before we go, man. I can't not mention this, even though we over time, but I can't not mention this. Did y'all see what Jess Hilarious said about, well, this one Mike club in Detroit? I've done it. And Mike Epps' name on it, but you know, he didn't know. And she went there, I guess, didn't like how she was treated. So in her ranting and raving on Breakfast Club, which she used to be on, I don't know if she's still on.
She's still on there.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I
took
suggest
off
they kick
for
her
a
They
out.
talk about how shitty they were and blah, blah, blah.
Right. I thought-
How they bamboozled her because they were bragging to her about who had been to one Mike in Detroit. She says they told her Damon Wayans had been on. And come to find out,
She
it was
didn't know.
Damon Williams. And she talking about, who the fuck is Damon Williams?
And I don't think neither one of them was there. I don't think neither one of them actually was there.
Damon been there.
Damon-
Because I was there. And I
and
think
Damon is funny.
came
But they
in
wasn't there
before
when
me.
she was there though.
No, they wasn't
Right.
there when she was there, but they were woofing about who.
Oh,
had
about
been
who
there.
had, oh.
And she said
And
that
so she
Williams
went
name
off
like he
saying,
ain't
who
nothing.
the? She said, who the hell is
Right.
Damon Williams?
And it sparked a movement.
And, huh?
It sparked a movement
Yeah, it
where
sparked a
everybody
movement.
came out and be like, I know who Damon
Like,
Williams
be
is.
like, bitch, you don't know who Damon Williams
Right.
is? That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and Damon been
I mean,
in the
I would
game.
think people would be more so, because when I first read it, it had a real name on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, who the hell is this? I didn't know until I finally put two and two together. I said, oh, this is just hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Damon was on the radio before she was on the radio.
Yeah.
man, Damon been in the game at least since Jess Hilarious, probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean,
So
when he
she
got
need to
in the
like
game,
she need to stay in her lane.
Damon Williams was George Wilborn's cousin.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to
back
Damon
in the day
Williams,
in
man.
Chicago, Damon.
Yeah, Damon,
boy,
man, do a lot of shows too, man.
Yeah.
But it's not like
Marcus
she ain't know who
Vineyard.
Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah.
No, he not
Nah,
Eddie
but
Murphy,
still though,
nah.
Damon Williams
But in
solid
the
though,
game,
bro.
in the game,
Yeah, man,
You know
Damon
who he
been
is.
around.
But that
You know
speaks-
You
but
know
that's-
who Damon Williams is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that speaks, number one, she did come through the game through the internet and through social media, not through studying
Big
the
Up
craft.
Big Up was on,
bump
was on
that.
what's his name? Show?
Bump that. You
Wild
need
or
to,
Not.
yeah. You need to call yourself a comedian. Don't know who Damon was. It's just
I mean,
it's no
it's kind
different.
of a black comedian.
Yeah, yeah.
But is she really like her style
And
of
he promote
comedy?
shows. She
Ain't,
probably did
Right.
his club. Did you know he promote? That's his riddles. He do all them shows in Chicago. I said she probably did his club. Didn't even know You know what I'm saying? She did riddles and all that kind of stuff.
Asinine
So would you think a white comedian would know who Damon Williams is?
I think they would.
Some would.
Some
would.
Yeah, some would.
Oh, he does Marcus Vineyard. He does.
Man,
Marcus
look,
Vineyard.
Damon is right. He just did.
Yeah,
He
but
just
Martha's
did Kiss the
Vineyard
Ring.
be all black people over there. Don't
How you know?
He didn't kiss
You
the
know who
ring.
he is?
Yeah, he didn't do that Hollywood
Yeah, I was in the
stuff.
movie with him. I posted one other thing. I was like, you might not know who the fuck I am, but at least I know who Damon Williams
So
is.
don't you think?
And I put the clip that we
Don't you
actually in
think
the
she
same
should have
clip.
known who Damon Williams was?
I think she just used to talking reckless. And they showed that she do know who Damon Williams is because they got hella pictures together.
Damon Williams posted a bunch of pictures with
Yeah,
her.
so she
she
know.
said it
It's
like-
just that she, people be messy. You know what I'm saying? It's just a level
She
of
put
messy.
herself
and
in
she
that,
do
though, at
It's
some
the
point.
fact. No, it's the fact the way she said it. Like, who is Damon Williams? Like,
Right, who
he's
is that
nobody.
motherfucker?
Yeah.
Did you see it? Wait, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point.
She said it very derogatorily.
Yeah.
But
Is that
Like
what
he
it
ain't
is?
Eddie Murphy.
but
She
she
said it
talks
he ain't
reckless
Eddie-
like
You ain't
that.
go to
She talk
homeschool.
reckless like
But she
that.
And when
said
you
it like he
talk
ain't
reckless,
Eddie Murphy.
when you
She
talk
said like
reckless,
he ain't
sometimes
Eddie
you need to be
Murphy. Who is
checked.
David Williams?
Well, it ain't she ain't
Yeah, she ain't that. Like when she talked reckless, she need to be checked. Like the way she went off on the Breakfast Club was so unprofessional. I'm surprised they kept her, especially like you sitting there and you working with a girl who replaced you while you out on pregnancy, and you know when you do these type of jobs, there got to be clauses about you getting pregnant. You got to be there so many days. So you mad at that? You don't handle it in house. You let the whole world
I
see.
don't know her.
So
I
it's
mean,
just
I've
unreal.
Never seen her.
I just want interfere.
She started
Why
I
you
heard
want?
some reviews
I
that
just
weren't
want to know why you
flattering.
went like this about pregnancy. My pregnant days is over.
I'm
It comes at the clause, like when you're pregnant.
I'm putting like this.
My pregnant days is over.
I mean, you can understand because I feel like you're a professional woman, knowing that
Okay.
at certain times of your life,
Okay.
you shouldn't be, when you agree to something like being on television, this ain't the time like for you to immediately get pregnant. You ain't even been on the job a year.
Man.
And so
DC.
But that's a problem,
That's
though.
true.
But that's a
That
problem.
ain't a problem. That's when
that
you
we
sign
shouldn't we shouldn't have to hold back when we want to have a child because of our job. No other countries do that. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
in
That's just
entertainment, I'm paying you
America.
for this. You need to be here so many days.
But what I think about with her not know, she might have been making a joke saying that she didn't know him. But I know comedians that say they don't watch other comedians because they don't want to, be influenced by their act or their material.
I saw the special this week. If I closed my eyes, I thought it was me.
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, but DC,
I know some comedians
I
say
know
that.
this.
OG,
Who
though,
special
you
was
know
that?
People gonna use your
DC.
stuff.
DC, I know this.
Shula King.
She hurt herself on the road after this call. She gonna be a target. Every club she go to, they're gonna be like, you
But
think
I
you all
haven't
that.
seen her live.
Yeah.
I was on a plane with her one time, and but I didn't even know who she was. Richard told me who she was.
Yeah, I don't think she's the strongest comic out there.
You seen her?
I've seen her.
But
I've
God
seen her,
bless
too.
I
She
put it
seems
like
to be
that.
Halfway successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen her. I was excited to go. It's been some years ago, and she was for stand up. I was kind of disappointed, but that's been years ago, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. But online, she's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But I don't know about them skits. I mean,
for her
I'm
to
just
say
being
that-
honest. She might have got better. I'm just saying. I have a right to feel if I didn't think it was that funny. You know what I'm saying?
I wish she would
God
try
bless
to
her,
blast
man.
us. You crazy?
Sister
It's a bad
JJ
review.
did not say that, Queen.
And
Make sure
then
you
she
get
probably
my
don't know
voice
me
right.
either.
Yeah.
So,
I just think she's been very unprofessional and within her last 2 months on the air. And I mean, and she just needs to really get herself together and check herself. Period.
yeah. Well,
I
Sister
think
JJ
the beef
did not say that.
the beef still is what the people thrive on. So her character, her social media status is more about likes and views. So if she going viral for whatever, I think
Facts.
that's still good for them. They kind of
Facts.
appreciate going viral for
So,
whatever.
so
they
when you
going
go
viral for.
viral for notoriety, and then when the rest of the world gives their opinion on you, don't say I'm a victim. Don't come out. You can take it and then feel like people treating you wrong because the type of energy you thinking just for likes and for attention, when it comes back that way, ain't nobody telling you how the punch gonna come back to you if you swinging a certain way. That's just me.
But
But why was
her
she-
and
she
Damon
wasn't-
Williams can be on the tour together.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, because to me, she might have more stardom than Damon Williams right now. She probably do, because it's certain places that she can pack out that I don't necessarily know if I've seen. I mean, now Damon Williams is my dude. I'm just saying, but she got a certain
Let me ask
social
you-
media
let me ask-
following
let me
that's
ask you-
larger
let me
than
ask
what
you
you
this.
can contend.
after the show, who do you think would get the best review?
Damon.
I mean, I think Damon Williams has gotten a lot of notoriety just from all of the fandom that where people step out and say something. So a lot of people gonna want to come see Damon Williams now that ain't never seen him.
No. I'm saying forget all that happened. Person that goes to see this girl.
Oh, Damon Williams, hands down, is a way funnier comedian
Exactly, ain't
than.
even
Come on,
close.
that ain't.
Okay.
And that's not
And
no
I ain't
shot to
mad at
her. That's just
nobody.
100%.
Right.
It's guaranteed.
Right.
Ain't no competition. Damon Williams is gonna make you laugh for real, and her stuff you gonna have to. It's for a
I
certain
haven't seen
genre.
her, so
It's
I
for a
can't-
certain genre. It ain't for no heterosexual real ass black man
I haven't seen it. Now,
that
Corey
work
Holcomb-
hard and do what the
Corey-
fuck he want to do.
I haven't seen
It ain't
but-
gonna be for
so
that
I
type of
can't
nigga.
Really,
But
but Corey Holcomb went at her. But that was before she made the Damon Williams. Her and Corey. But you know Corey have it out with everybody.
But can I ask y'all a question? I mean, when you're doing quote unquote social media comedy, she can set it, she can stage it and do this, and I guess stuff is timing. To stand up in front of people to be naturally funny,
It's
I
a
think
whole
we're gonna
different
find way more better clips of Damon Williams doing his thing and laugh than you would ever see. I don't even know if I've even
Yeah.
seen a Jess Hilarious
That's my point.
stand up
They-
on
That's my point.
YouTube.
They wouldn't
I've
try to
never seen
release
it.
no clips
That's
because
my
it's
point.
gonna give away whatever.
And
You know what
I
I'm saying?
was-
They
I
wouldn't-
was with
But have
Damon.
you ever though? That's the thing though.
That's it. I don't remember seeing her on
Exactly.
stage walking
Me
around just delivering bar after bar. We got that in
I was
Damon.
with Damon last at Martha's Vineyard, and you can say what you want. Damon is a funny dude.
We're all in
That
agreement.
I definitely. Yes.
He's a funny dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
I just feel like that'd be like my brother walking in the room and say, "Who's Ronnie Lott?" You know what I'm saying? Like you got to pay homage to these guys who've done something in your field
Go on,
and
tell me
everything
who your
like
brother
that.
is for those who don't know.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my! Well, I was really talking with y'all if they hear it, but anyway, I'll say it. My brother's Roman Harper, former safety of the New Orleans Saints, and Ronnie Lott, I feel like is one of the greatest safety ever played a game.
Of all time.
So they've ever been in the room.
No, them boys like, man, get your ass out of here.
Ronnie Lott. That was Mike Singletary.
Oh, that was Singletary.
That was
tried to
Singletary,
coach the
yeah.
boys like he played. They was
Yeah,
like,
that was
man,
Singletary. Ronnie Lott.
Get your little $1 million making ass out of here. We made $20 million a
Man,
year.
shoot, Singletary
Yeah,
helped
yeah.
drive Kaepernick though, so you gotta give him credit.
They
So
said
it's
Ronnie Lott played with no pads in his helmet.
It's all
See, that's because he
good.
was homeschooled. If he was homeschooled, he could do it. He can handle it because he was homeschooled. That's what it was.
It's all good in the neighborhood. You've been listening to DisRace. I'm DC Curry.
I'm Brian Harper. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Roman Harper's brother.
That's right.
Yeah.
Check them out.
I'm Sister JJ.
Weightball, I do want to make a plug. Got a Father's Day show coming up right here at Uptown. You know, Father's Day about 2 weeks out. Celebrate your pappy. Bring them out. We have a lot of fun.
Hey man, I'm excited to say I'm going on a prison comedy tour.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Telling
That's
the
what's
story.
up.
Don't y'all believe it?
That's good, man.
I'm serious.
So you broke parole or something? You violated your parole? You like,
Tell
yeah,
our
nah,
killer
I
I said
got a
what's
call.
happening.
I got a call today from my
Tell
man.
P. Diddy I said what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Bo P, man, but yeah, I'm going on a prison comedy tour.
They
That's
need
good,
laughs
man.
too. They need laughs
I'm
too.
Jose Sunray, and I was gonna say that
What's
y'all
your
do need
last
to
name?
Jose Sunray, and I was gonna
What's
say
your
that y'all
real
need
name?
to come and see Weightball.
Wait a minute.
Because
wait a minute.
he did a Mother's Day
That ain't
thing
your
up
real
here,
damn name.
and it was lit. Of course it is.
Your
Just
last
like
name
yours
is Sunray?
Just like yours is DC.
No, that's my initial, Don
I
Curry.
know.
But your name is Janae.
Jose.
Jose
Sunray.
Sunray.
That's some more entertainment P. Diddy shit. That ain't your real name.
Hey.
She's kind of a big deal.
No
She
Diddy,
didn't
no
know
Diddy.
that.
She
Now.
on the
Let's get
run
that
low.
If you didn't notice, DC, she kind of a big deal.
Get the mic, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's your man, Abdenor Bullhead Kareem.
That ain't your real name either, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. These fake
You ain't say it to Sister JJ.
You ain't gonna say that. Y'all back up off of me.
Right.
Cause I know her first name is not
Quiet.
Sister.
Everybody back up off of me.
Say
Her
she
last name ain't
two
JJ.
J's. Ain't two
Right.
J's.
Y'all don't- y'all
Last
back
name
up
could be
off of
one
me.
J,
Y'all-
but it ain't
y'all-
gonna
Right,
be two
right.
J's.
See
Hell no.
how they do DC? See how
This
they do?
race, I holler.